The first item you will need is a clear sheet of roofing polycarbonate at a size that you can cut 2 fish tank lids out of. Make sure to measure the inner dimensions of the fish tank lid. When marking the roofing sheet, use a dry erase marker for easy removal later. I used a standard pair of scissors to cut the polycarbonate. Cutting along the ridges gets a little tricky, you just have to take your time. Remove any markings and stickers after cutting. Next, you'll need to cut off the areas for your filtration system, feeder, heater, and other areas for tubes or wiring. Test fit the lid after each cut to ensure accuracy. Once the lid fits, cut a duplicate lid to keep the lights waterproof. Sand the edges and any surfaces that will be painted or used to adhere the light strips. This is how it will look after sanding. Use rubbing alcohol on a paper towel to remove any oils or dust for the best painting results. I used a metallic paint to reflect the light better. White should work just as well. After 3 coats of metallic paint, I was still able to see the lights from the top. The metallic paint scratches easily. I would recommend clear coating it, but the top sheet of plastic should cover it up, so it doesn't really matter. I 3D modeled lid connectors, but you can use nuts, bolts, and washers as an alternative to join both the lids together. I understand 3D printing is not available to everyone. This process is more for demonstrating my creative abilities. I used PLA plastic, and it took me about 3.5 hours to print these parts, not including design time. The LED light strip you want to buy is a red, green, blue, white kit. It comes with a remote, power connector, and a receiver. I bought the non-waterproof kit because it's cheaper and the lid will make it waterproof in the end. The 5-pin light connectors make the lid look better, and the clips make wiring a whole lot easier in the end. The yellow lights are the true white LEDs and the other lights are for the red, green, blue lights. The white lights are essential for plant growth. Cut the LED light strips on the indicated spots to the length of the lid. I put solder on each of the exposed copper connections and used tape to temporarily hold down the lights. Lifting the pins on the connectors help the light strip fit easier because you don't want to bend the strips too much. I then pressed the hot soldering iron into the metal tabs to finalize the connections. Try to wind the strip light back on the spool after soldering. Check the lights for bad connections. My green light is not connected on some of the last strips. I used black paint to match the rim of the tank. I sprayed this paint on the top metallic painted surface of the lid. The lights still reflect off the metallic and the exposed surface matches the tank. The lights have a sticker backing, but it doesn't hold very well. Peeling off the sticker backing is best done before gluing the lights to the surface. You don't want to collect hair and dust on these. For the best results when adhering the strips to the polycarbonate, use a 2-part epoxy resin. Coat the back of the light strips and then use small pieces of duct tape to hold the lights in place until the epoxy resin cures. The epoxy lets off a bad fume. You'll want to apply it in a well-ventilated area. The remote gives you a wide range of control over these lights. You can also dim the white and red, green, blue lights individually for the best setting that works for you. This is the results. The tape caused the paint to come off in some areas. I just touched it up later. The bottom sheet of polycarbonate remains clear and provides a waterproof barrier for the lights in between. The 3D printed connectors fit very snug and keep both sheets equal distance. These are the results after 2 weeks. Lights have kept my plants alive and work so well they cause algae growth after forgetting to turn them off after 8 hours. I placed the receiver on the corner of the stand that has the widest range of control in the room. This is the second fish tank lid I have made using these similar techniques. The first lid I've made was completely clear, which was very bright and hard to look at. Not only that, but the lights on the first lid were not soldered and I'd always have missing colors with loose connections. Learning from my experience and techniques, apply your skills and make something amazing.